So the second part of the question is, do you intend to do anything about the currency risk portion of that investment?
Second question related to
hedging.
the hedging of
Do
currency.
we hedge?
The answer to that is we don't. And Coca-Cola, as I mentioned, gets 80% of their earnings from a variety of currencies. The yen and the mark being two very important ones. They're going to be getting a very high percentage 5 years from now, 10 years from now. They do certain currency transactions, but it's a practical matter. If you own Coca-Cola, you own a bunch of foreign bonds with coupons on them, denominated in local currencies, that go on forever. Now, should you try and engage in currency swaps on all those coupons, you don't know what those coupons are yet because you don't know how much they're going to earn in Japan or Germany, but you do know it's going to go on for decades, and they're going to be very significant sums. Should you try and engage in a whole bunch of currency swaps to go on out and convert all that stream into dollars? We basically don't think it's worth it. We don't think our opinion on currencies is any good. We think the market probably we know it knows as much about it. It probably knows more about currencies, but we do not know more than the market does about currencies. So there are costs to hedging, and even though interest rate structures may cause the curve to look flat going out forward, so that in effect there's no contango on it, there's still the cost. There are costs in it. Now it's a relatively efficient market, so that they're not huge, but we see no reason to incur those costs with what we regard as totally a 50-50 proposition, and it really doesn't go out that far anyway. I mean, we could do it for a couple of years, but if you take that, the way we look at businesses being the discounted flow of future cash out between now and Judgment Day, we can't really hedge that kind of a risk anyway. We could keep rolling hedges, but there's a cost to it that we don't want to incur. We wouldn't worry a whole lot about whether some portion of our earnings, whether it's from Guinness, whether it's from Coke, whether it's from Gillette, are denominated in some mixture of marks and pounds and yen and dollars, or whether they're all in dollars. We'd slightly prefer it if it were all in dollars, but we don't lose sleep over the fact that it may be coming from a mix of currencies like that. We wouldn't like it in terms of, obviously, some very weak currencies. Zone 1.